my walk behind you. Right, good shit.
Are you there?
Being on any investigation alone, you know, the elements, anything could sneak up on you, startle you. You're in there by yourself. There's nothing creepier than that.
I kind of hate the idea of being locked in a haunted location myself, and that's not to say that I'm a wuss or anything. There was something about, especially the location that I was in, that was just not, it wasn't a friendly, playful, hey, talking to this recorder or show yourself sort of thing. It was very oppressive. It's very heavy feeling. So I kind of just sat on that couch and waited out.
I did actually. I did like investigating alone. It was interesting because it was my first time doing it alone, and I was kind of hesitant at first, but once I got into it, it was pretty exciting. And just knowing that I'm the one that's there, anything's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me. It was just pretty exciting.
Just when I'm alone, especially in the dark, I've never felt easy about it. I've always felt like someone was watching me.
Initially, it was my idea for us to kind of take everybody out of their comfort zone, put them in there by themselves. I might have even been a little hard on some people for not being totally comfortable with the idea. Until I got in there by myself, and then I thought, this is a horrible idea, this is stupid. Why? Why did I come up with this?
One aspect of this format I really enjoyed is that it pushed us as investigators, physically and mentally. No matter how much we think we know, how much experience we have, under certain situations, you're going to find yourself a little creeped out, I guess is the best way to put it. And, you know, I feel very jaded to the whole situation, but doing it under these circumstances really seemed to rejuvenate why I do this.
As far as haunted locations go, I would say that this house ranks up there for me probably in the top 10 or 15 places I've been in. It's oppressive feeling. It's very heavy feeling. We didn't get a ton of EVPs or a ton of video evidence from this particular location, but just the feeling being in there, just the way my body responded to it, and knowing I was gonna have to be in there alone, maybe exacerbated that a little bit, but absolutely haunted, I would say.
2013 in the front living room. If you can hear me, you're with me, why don't you tell me what your name is? Are you here with me? What's your name? I'd really like to know. You know, the people here in the house, they've been telling us that you're making a lot of noise. Is that true? What's your favorite room in this house? Is that you who just knocked? If that was you, can you knock again for me? That was the fan making that noise. Knock again for me, one time real loud. I'd like to hear it. Nine or 10? What town did you work in? What town were you born in? You seen anything crazy go on in this house before? I really don't know. Have you been scaring the people that live here? Just one time make a noise for me. Any noise you want to make. I'm listening. It's got to be in here in the basement though. Try it again. Is that you who made that noise? Did I just hear you over here to my right? I'm not here to bother you, I just want to talk.
Yeah, so that definitely sounds like a female voice. It's really clear. That's one of the most clear EVPs I've ever heard, maybe ever. And that was at a residential case. We can't say the name of the place, but pretty active location. Tons of reports of activity. We spent 6 or 8 hours at the place. It was really good. But that's an awesome EVP. I'm glad we got that. I kept hearing little knocks and little bumps. I didn't want to get up and move. I was afraid that maybe that would either scare it off or that it would come find me. I wasn't sure if I was more scared for me or for losing evidence. That house was definitely active. There was an energy in there that really oppressive when we first got in there. I remember coming into the house and feeling kind of stuffed up, just kind of like breathing hard. Then we got that awesome EVP, and that EVP was kind of out of nowhere. It wasn't in response to anything I said, which leads me to believe it could be a residual haunting. It's just somebody who's repeating, their energy is repeating something that happened during their lives. They're not noticing us, they're not interacting with us, it's just something that's happening. We also had a lot of knocking in the house, and knocking that actually responded to me, which is something we don't get a lot. And it's hard to say that, well, we have this knocking sound, so it's obviously paranormal, it's obviously a ghost knocking on the wall to show us that they're there. The thing that was good for us about this was that it responded to me and made the noise. I acknowledged it out loud verbally. I asked it to make the noise again, and it did. We have that on evidence as well. Another thing that happened in this particular residential case that we went on is we had a lot of camera malfunctions, especially in the kitchen and the back room in the house. The back room is known for a lot of activity anyway. That's where we were hearing knocking earlier in the night. So we would come in, we'd cut into sections, we'd take maybe 20, 30 minutes, do some investigating, take a little break, and we'd come back in, cameras would be off for no reason at all. Turn it back on, the batteries are completely full, but they're still off. And that happened maybe 2 or 3 times on the camera in the kitchen and at least 3 times on the camera in the back room. Whether or not it's paranormal, who knows, but that's something that's been reported at the house and something that we've had on other investigations when we get evidence.
Filming the solo piece, sitting at the table, I was asking questions to the ghost box, and I swear I heard this deep voice of a man just whispering something to me. I couldn't make it out at the time, but I know it was something there. Hello. I'll come back to the kitchen. I am Jennifer. I am here to try to talk to you. If anyone would like to talk to me, please do not hesitate. I'm not here to hurt you. Can you tell me your name? What are you doing here? How many of you are here? I'm told there's many conversations that happen in this area. Feel free to have a conversation. I'm listening. Anything you want to say. Do you try to scare the children in this house? Are you here to harm anybody? I've been told you like to open the bathroom cabinets. Open them. Or the shower curtain. Is there anything you want to say to the people living here? There was a shadow previously captured right here in this doorway. Are you here? Would you like to talk to me? I'm going to turn on this device, which will help you talk to me. Hello. Can you tell me your name? Why are you here? How many of you are here? It was a family's home, and they had some issues with some suspected hauntings. And the area that I investigated was the kitchen, and it led into the boys' bedroom, and it led into a hallway. And I was in that, it was a small area, but it was big enough for me to be in by myself and ask the questions I needed to ask and get the answers that I wanted. I was hesitant at first. I wasn't sure if there was anything there. I had seen the video of the white mist beforehand. I knew what to possibly expect going into it, but up until I heard the deep voice answer me while I was on the ghost box, I wasn't really sure if there was anything there. But once I did hear that, I believe that house is haunted.
This photo wasn't captured on an investigation that was set to even be in this film, but 2 of the locations in this film are of the same place where this photo was captured. It's really interesting because I have witnesses who can point by point tell you where they were and what was happening whenever the photo was taken. Simply put, what you see in the door shouldn't be there, obviously. This almost didn't even make it into the film because it's truly so unreal. I mean, you know, it's like we're watching a horror movie or something, the door opening by itself and from the inside, but watch it for a few seconds after it opens. There's this white streak that's about 5 feet tall, based on what I know of the location, zooms across the screen. I've ran it through filters. I've watched it dozens upon dozens of times. I've shown it to every team member. Everybody agrees these 2 events happening have to be more than a coincidence. Something's there, and for all we know, this white streak, this entity even, could be what opened the door. And as I stated before, it almost didn't make the cut, but you really have to consider the odds of 2 different paranormal events like this happening seconds apart. You know, and that's something else that we had considered. After a lengthy discussion, you know, we decided to put it in this film. We decided that this was something that had to be shown to more people than just us and the team. And we absolutely realize, due to the, again, unreal nature of this video, the way that we've left ourselves open for scrutiny. But all we can really say is, have at it. We were there. We captured it. We can account for everyone who was there.
EVPs that we had caught initially in the home, and just the vibe of somebody staring at you as every corner that you're walking around right now. Did you used to live here? Can you tell me where you're from? Well, like I said, my name's Josh. I'm just here to talk to you for a little bit. Can you make a noise where you are right now for me? Can you tell me how old you are? Like I said, my name's Josh. I'm just here to talk to you for a little bit. Do you enjoy being here? Can you tell me if you're a man or a woman? If you're here with me, can you make a noise? Maybe a knock, thump, anything for me? So, put him to this wall. Is that you right now? Making that noise? Can you make it again for me? I just heard a noise. It sounded like the blinds were moving. But if you notice, there is no air vents in this whole room. Are you a man or a woman? Do you like it here? Sounds like somebody's walking in the hallway. I'm about to go check this out right quick. Are you in here? Man, it's super hot. Can you tell me why you're attached to the home? Do you like it here? If you want to speak to me, all you have to do is speak. The recorder on my device will pick you up. Can you make a noise for me? Is that you talking? I'm just here to talk to you for a little bit, kind of get to know you. Do you like us being here? Well, like I said, I'm Josh. All you have to do is just talk into this device that I have in my hand, and it'll pick up anything you have to say. Do you want me to try another room? Was I surprised at how much evidence that we called out of the place? Yes, I was. Only the reason why is because usually when we investigate locations, we investigate them over a period of time, and each time it actually gets more active, moving, voices heard right then and there. You could be outside smoking a cigarette and still hear people talking inside when the house is empty. Standing in the back bedroom, it felt like somebody was staring at me from the bathroom inside that bedroom. And I try to focus actually on the bed area because the client herself said that she felt like somebody was standing over the bed. Creepy location because of where the house sits. It's out there on its own. It's an old home. It's just got a creepy vibe. But is it something there? Yes, something's there.
That I tried to keep in mind was people live here. This is their house. They're there day in, day out. So I can't go out screaming or freaked out. Can you make a thump? I heard that. My name is Erica and I want to talk to you. Tell me what year you were born. Can you say Erica? Did you used to live on this land? Clocks are really loud in here. I'm going to turn on a device that'll let you talk. It's called a ghost box. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear what you have to say. That was a really weird sound, and I hope that the equipment picked it up. Get back in frame. Okay. Okay, so give me a name. That's why. It's on FM. There we go. That sounds more like it. Sorry, Billy. I heard Chris. Right off, I heard Chris. My name is Erica. Can you say Erica? Can you tell me where you're at right now? Just so everybody knows, it's completely dark in here. That's why I had a hard time turning the equipment on, because I can't see. Okay. Again? How long have you lived here? Do you have any kids? Oh, I heard that. That was loud. And turn the ghost box off. Make that bang again. Thank you for making that noise. Can you make it again? Can you tell me where you are right now? I can hear whispering from the hallway. I'm going to turn the camera around. this have natural IR in the front of it? Oh, the block. I was in here earlier and it was hot, and now I'm in here and it is cold. So, is there anybody in here? Can still hear a lot of thumping. Besides me, how many people are in here? Do you want me to get out? Like I was saying before, I was in this room and it was hot. I mean, unbearably hot. And I'm in here again, and now it's cold. And I mean cold. I've pulled my hoodie up and I'm still cold. Like, I don't know if you can see goosebumps on camera, but I am cold. Freezing. There's this feeling that you get whenever you go to a location that might be haunted that immediately lets you know that, yeah, you're not alone. It is haunted. And it's staticky. I've referred to it as like the woolly feeling, just this tickle up your spine. This house definitely had it. In fact, one of the areas that I'd experienced the most was a back bedroom. And in fact, the lady of the home had many or multiple claims that she didn't tell us until after the investigation of seeing people when she pulled up, hearing things happening. It was a pretty nice little place. One thing that can be said about this is a really interesting accent. It's also, it takes a new light as far as how we see the paranormal, as in, can they see us? For him to question who's that in the dark, obviously, yeah, they can. In fact, since we've caught this, just last night on an investigation, not related to the film, we caught an EVP telling us to turn the lights on. So, it's something to think about.
I was unsure. I didn't know if anything was gonna happen, but I had a good feeling something would, because when we first got there, I already had the vibe that something was there because of the heaviness, the energy, just the location seemed good. If you can, tell me your name. I was told you've been seen a few times here. You've been making some noises. You ever seen running out the driveway? Seen in the hallway? They seem to think you're a female here. Is that true? And I've seen you wearing white. So if you're in here, make yourself known. Knock on a wall or whisper or tug on my shirt. Are you a female? Knock on a wall for me or jingle a door handle. I was told you're seen back in this hallway a lot. What's back there that you're so interested in? Why did you run up the driveway? Are you running from something? Did something bad happen?
I'd really like to see you. If you can do that for me. Was that you? Heard something move over here. On the desk. Can you make that noise for me again? Try to move something again for me. I heard it move. What is it you want us to know? Was that you moving back in the bathroom? Heard some kind of movement back here. If you can, try to make the noise again. Sound like feet shuffling. Maybe you can open that curtain for me? Try to tell me your name. What is your name? I've heard you making a few noises, so I know you're here. You don't have to be shy. I'm here for you. I'm here to figure out what you want or what you need. There has to be a reason why you're showing yourself.
I feel threatened when I investigate alone because just the idea of knowing something's there that can see me that I can't see, to me is very threatening. I've never actually been physically attacked in any way, but to me it feels it's just very uncomfortable feeling. It's creepy because something answered back and I don't know what it is. There's no explanation for it. In the bedroom though, I felt more of a presence than I did in the kitchen. I noticed some knocking. I even thought I heard a voice a couple times. It sounded like a woman's voice, but I was never able to pin down where it was coming from. The house is in a pretty remote area, so I already had a good feeling about the place. It had a very eerie feel to it, like we had something's attention already.
The house that I investigated was actually right here in Dallas, like in the city limits. And a lot of what I was told about the location was just that, you know, it was their speculation of what they believed it was based on their experiences and dreams that one of their children had. And I can tell you, you know, going in, I know I heard whispering, had some knocks and bangs, and I was actually touched. And their experiences aside, I do believe there was something there.
Who is this?
Say your name one more time. Say your name one more time, please. Can you say my name? It's Billy. Say it louder. Maybe. Are you in this house with me? What room are you in? The what? Guess. What's your name? Well, that's interesting. I can see the channels from here, and she's coming over different channels. The same foreign accent voice lady person. I want to make sure that you're very comfortable with me being here. And if you have any questions about me and I'm able to at some point get them, I'll come back and I'll talk to you more. Here's my hand. Why don't you try to touch it for me? I just want to see if you can. It's really hot in this room right now. So I think I'd know if you're touching it. It'd feel cooler. The 17-year-old that lives here has told me that she has had dreams about you. Is that true? Have you caused that? Or are they just dreams? Surely audio got that. We're going into this other room now. Closet. Are you in here? Why don't you make this door shut? Come on, just slam it. One good time. Make it slam once on me, and I'll leave. Surely the audio recorder picked up what I heard in here. Guess I'll find out. Can you knock twice for me? I know you got that recorder. I have a recorder in that other room too. And some noise. I don't want to say it was a voice, but there was some noise back there. Let me hear you bang on the wall. Twice, like this. Can you do that for me? Oh. Oh, someone was just touching me. That was really good. Huh. Well, something just touched my hand. Sorry. Was that you? If it was, here's my hand again. Go ahead and touch it. Oh, it's not touching it now. Whenever I was investigating this house, more than a few times I could hear someone else talking. And keep in mind, I'm in there all by myself. This is the first one that I actually heard while I was there. It happened within the first 20 minutes. And you'll actually see me in the video, you know, like turn my head because I hear it from behind me. So I get back and I'm going over it. And, you know, sure enough, there's an EVP that says Child's Play. It's interesting because at the time that it was said, I was actually discussing with it what the daughter of the family had dreamt. So I thought it was really interesting, and it was a really good find. I've had 2 other investigators look at it. It was captured on static and on handheld. And, you know, we can determine it's not a bug due to its shape, and it's real quick. So we just don't know. There was no one else in the house. So I'm in the kitchen and I'm recording on video, just more so for myself than for this film. And while I'm talking to the camera, I see what to me looks like a white figure walk from room to room. And I mean, I seen it. I don't know how else to say it. I can't prove it to you. It wasn't on video, but it furthers my belief that there's something in the house. The house is haunted.
We have learned and grown a lot as a team, especially this year, having learned from last year's film about lighting. Lighting's a crucial factor that we've never really considered before, both low and bright lights. One of the things that I would like to say about this group this year is everybody's really stepped up. Everybody's got their hands in. They're really excited. We've had a lot of fun.
My favorite thing about working with PPS is the fact that everyone in the group works very scientifically. There's not a whole lot of the mysticism or the sensitive stuff going on. It's very much, we're going to go out, we're going to do what we know works, we're going to get evidence, we're going to corroborate it, we're going to throw away 90% of the stuff you'd see anybody else even attempt to show you as evidence, and we're going to take only the best, and that's the way we've worked the entire time I've worked with them, and it's perfect.
I think it's an awesome team. I've known the members for a long time, most of my life. All very experienced, fun to be around. I can't think of anything more fun to be doing.
It's great to be around people who are not only fun to hang out with and, you know, great to just talk to and hang out with, but they're also into the same thing that I'm into. They're as passionate about paranormal as I am, and we can really get into the cases that we get into. It's really great to be around people like that.
Working with the team this year has been really interesting because certain members didn't want to go into confirmed haunted locations by themselves, and to be honest, as the person behind the camera, the person behind the computer doing the editing, it's really interesting to see how they truly reacted under those kind of circumstances.
Hey, you know where people say I shop at?
The Gap.
Oh, did I? Okay, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you said the house. So I started smiling, and she's looking at.
Is that your tummy?
That was not. I thought that was you.
No.
That was. No, look at that. Doing that. Nice.
What's your head doing?
Maybe I'm sneezing. I knew it.
Wait, what am I doing right here? I'm sorry.
Pixie dust. I'm going to pixie dust your car, Chris.
Why did you make that weird face?
I didn't know I made it where I had to look at it afterwards.
Okay. So guts.
Yeah.
Soda's bad for your guts.
It is.
Another thing that happened in this
No, that was awesome.
That's the plan?
That's the plan. It'll stay.
This is what you're doing?
This is what I'm doing.
Oh, ooh, Mr. Big Shot.
And it's better if you put it between the mattresses.
Guess it's more weight.
You know,
Okay, so in this house, blah, okay.
Well, when I was I can't do this.
countdown for
Okay, hang on. Let me just roll with something. I'm just gonna.
How about, will you do,
Tick it.
can you do that? That's really clear. It's not happening. It's stuck. I have a stuck burp. My burp's camera shy.
I can't do it.
Why?
I don't know.
Can you take Billy more serious?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I should.
The house.
And what else can I say about it?
The only thing.
I don't know if I can get better.
On.
Sorry. Again. Rewind.
Yeah, but I'm gonna mix it up. I can't help you know.
You gotta get
You
rid
know.
of that.
You all know.
Right now, nervous?
Right now.
No, it's just having to talk. Having
Yeah.
to talk to a camera is
And then
nerve-wracking.
In fact, since that. Alright.